Okay, let me be frank for a minute. Stop playing Widowmaker. Okay, I get it. You can play whoever you want, but Widow is not the best pick for an Overwatch hero. Now let's give some credit where credit is due. Widow is the best pick when you want to play a conventional sniper. Easy toolkit with elements of other snipers. But why not play Widow if Widow is just another sniper that you know how to play and is pretty good? Well, she's not the best pick for how Overwatch flows. Of course, you could still be effective as Widowmaker. There's tons of tricky positions you could get yourself in where the enemy will never see that headshot coming. But one thing counters it all: shields. There are 8 tanks, 4 of which have shields. If people are picking at random, there is a 50% chance they will get a shield if they're picking from tanks. That is crazy, and there always will be 2 tanks on the enemy team. That is such a high chance that you're at least going to get 1 shield. And these shields are your worst nightmare. They block any incoming fire. And worst thing is, if your team cannot break shields because they don't have enough hero damage, then guess what? You're not going to be getting any headshots because Reinhardt's teammates will be in the backline of his shield. That whole mini rant was about how bad Widowmaker is, but to be honest, there are good Widowmakers. I have been killed by countless Widowmakers, and I have seen countless clips of Widowmaker's team wiping. But what makes her so bad is she's hard to play. So let's move on to her abilities. Her abilities are absolute garbage. All characters have 2 abilities minimum. Let's look at the most vanilla character to give us some ideas. Soldier 76. He has 3 abilities. He has a heal area where he could heal himself if he doesn't have any support, or is just in a situation where he needs to live but can't run away. And then he has a sprint, because being a good hero where you need to get to that front line, he could get in there quick and get out of there alive. Then he has a helix rocket, a perfect damage tool where you could give yourself the edge in fights so many times, and maybe even help win a team fight with this helix rocket. All in all, Soldier is a good character. You know who isn't? Widowmaker. Widowmaker has 2 very bad abilities. She has a Venom Mine, she has a Grapple Hook, and that is it. So where do we start? We start with the Venom Mine. The horrible Venom Mine. You know how the Black Widow, the spider window cleaner Overwatch is based off of, has one of the most fabled deadly poisons in the world? Or how the Brazilian wandering spider can just go around and kill people with its venom. Yeah, apparently venom is a hoax because that's what Widowmaker teaches us. Her Venom Mine sucks. It does horrible damage. What the heck is that? And the only thing it really does to help you is show you where the enemy that triggered the Venom Mine is. Gee, thanks. Now I can see the Genji that's about to kill me. And now we have to talk about the grapple. Her grapple is a one-trick pony, much like Widowmaker herself. It just gets you to your camping area faster and gets you to safety faster. But that's it. Oh geez, there's a monkey dive bombing me. Guess I'll run away, not get a kill because the enemy has a shield, and then the monkey dive bombs me again. Rinse and repeat until you die. The best thing this ability is used for is getting to spawn quicker to switch to a better hero. But what if you go through the pain, the trial and tribulation, the blood, sweat, and tears of playing Widowmaker, and then that circle at the bottom of your screen reaches 100%? What do you get out of it after all of this? Her ultimate. Oh, ho, ho, her ultimate. Her ultimate makes me want to cry. Let's take a look at other people's ultimates. Soldier gets aimbot, McCree can insta-kill, Mercy can fly and heal her entire team. So what, Widowmaker? What do you do with your game-changing ability? Something borderline useless. She makes her whole team see through walls. Okay, this can be helpful because you can create a counter push if they're pushing in where you don't expect them. But most of the time, that doesn't happen. Most of the time, the enemy team isn't too far away, so when the ultimate runs out, it's practically useless, or they're already in front of you, and you're already fighting them, and now you could see them, but you were already seeing them. So this is horrible. It did nothing to help you or your team because they're too far away or you could already see them. Just why? And this is so disappointing to see. All these subpar things make a subpar hero. And that's the saddest part. I was introduced to Overwatch by Team Fortress 2. I watched all the shorts and loved them all. And Alive, the one with Widowmaker, is the best. It is so cool. I wouldn't say it's the best one, but I would say it's one of my favorites. Her and Tracer fight, and she wins over a Tracer. That is so rare to see in game. It's just, how is this awesome Widowmaker doing cool stunts and doing everything right? She is perfect at everything she does and wins against a Tracer translate to this bad of a character in game. She's more like how she is in the cinematic trailer. She does nothing for 5 minutes and then gets punched across a museum by a 15-year-old. But of course, with all my whining and complaining, I could hear in the comments, "Oh, Fizzy, if you don't like Widowmaker, just don't play her." My response is, yeah, I don't. That's why I don't play Widowmaker. But because this is my channel, I'm going to tell you what characters do similar jobs to Widowmaker and do them a lot better than Widow ever could. Haha. Number 1, Ashe. This was an obvious one. She is super similar to Widowmaker. Though she can't one-shot headshot like Widow can, she could do a very good job as a sniper. She is a beast from long to medium range. And don't forget, she has a shotgun that does everything that the zipline can do, but better. It does damage and it flings the enemy too. That's great for countering these dang monkeys that keep flying out of nowhere. And she has a dynamite that does insane damage. It does more ship damage than a Widowmaker Venom Mine could ever do. And then her ultimate is Bob. You don't play Ashe to play Ashe. You play Ashe to play Bob. Let's be honest. Bob can cap points. Bob can run in there. Bob has perfect aim. Bob has insane health. Bob is one of the coolest characters. Number 2, Hanzo. Hanzo's a weird one. He's not a frontline class, but he wouldn't be where Widowmaker is. But he's still a beast at what he does. He could make people disappear. He can make tanks like Reinhardt's health bar go like that with his Storm Arrow, firing 6 shots almost instantly, and then his Seeing Arrow. His Seeing Arrow negates the purpose for Widowmaker's ult. Widowmaker's ult makes you see through walls. Guess what Seeing Arrow does? It makes you see through walls in a smaller radius. You don't need Widowmaker if you got a Hanzo. It's just, he is so good, and his ultimate is one of the coolest things ever. It makes you the cool kid on the block if you get at least 2 people with it. He shoots an arrow that sends 2 spiraling dragons in a front line, and guess what? It looks awesome! Just imagine 2 giant dragons doing a little swirly thing, going across your map, mowing down everything in its path. Extra points if you use the wolf skin. Number 3, Ana. Okay, this is a bit out of left field. Fizzy, Ana's a support. She heals people. That's not what I want. She can't even hit headshots, for God's sake. And I know, but Ana is a beast. Do not underestimate the grandma of Overwatch. Ana is one of the easiest healers to play. She could literally shoot anything, friend or foe. You are helping, no matter who you hit, no matter who you heal. And that goes for her anti-grenade too. You could block people from getting healed, and you could keep your team healed. It doesn't matter who you hit. And then her sleep dart is amazing. Rein charges into your team. Hand your team that Rein on a silver platter, because he can't move, but your team sure can. And then her ultimate, Nano Boost, is one of the most game-changing ultimates ever. The person who gets nanoed is practically not able to die because he takes 50% less damage and does more damage than normal. That is crazy, and that is why Nano is so overpowered. So Ana's overpowered. You just shoot anything that moves and you win. All of these characters are much more viable than Widowmaker. So stop playing her. Thanks for watching to the end. A quick reminder that we're opening a Discord server at 100 subs. This video was a bit higher quality, and the script took a while to write. So just keep that in mind when watching this, because I would like subscriber. I also might start streaming on Twitch, so watch out for that. Thank you, and good night.